Okay. Oh. Come on. There we go. Good morning, everybody. My name is Osa, and it's Saturday morning. We're here on Lawfolds, Aberdeenshire, in Farm Sim 17. Farming Simulator 17, if you want to be more precise. It's 9 o'clock in the morning on day 3 of 4. Pretty sure it's year 5, and the weather forecast says we're due rain. Because rain. When last I left off, I just fed some silage into the bunker, and so we need to wait for that to roast. Then we can go and get some more. So throughout today I'm going to be stepping over here, dropping about 16 bales into the digester and waiting for it to digest. It's just coming up on 500,000 litres. Come on. There we go, 500,000. Total tank capacity 800,000, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 24. That's a lot of bales. Potentially. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So 24 times 3 is about 72, which times 4 is a lot. Okay, let's see what else we have to do today. Truck sitting around, Land Rover sitting around. Tractor, harvester tractor, more tractor, truck, other tractor, new tractor. Okay, don't see anything obvious there going on. These field needs to be harvested. I believe one of those is corn. Okay, that one's corn. I'm probably going to harvest a little bit of that with the harvester. Drop that in the silo at the barns or at the main farm so we can keep the pigs fed for next year. But outside of that, we've also got the soybeans to harvest. I guess we could start the soybean harvest. How about that for a plan? I'll bring the header over with the tractor. That was weird. Also, I forgot to check the animals. How are we doing with those? We should probably get some grass sometime today, but no big hurry. So, 3 and 33 are the soybean fields, so we can just run around here. Gonna have to get the corn header as well. Because the corn header's loose. Okay. So we'll get that in position, go back and get the header. Basically, there's no way around it. We're going to have to come back to the yard to get the corn header because I've got nothing to transport that on.
I'm scared. It's sailing in there.
Why?
Because there's a floater in the basement somewhere.
There's a what?
Huh? Tell me up, Dad. It's very scary. Yeah. It has red eyes. It's scary. Yeah. I don't like scary stuff.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. Kids' cartoons being scary. Sometimes there's a lot to be said for cats and mouses getting beaten up by frying pans, which is what we had when I was a kid. Because it wasn't scary. It was effectively slapstick comedy. But, cartoons today, I really don't know. How am I going to get this turned around? I'm not. Okay. Very carefully. No. Oh, I don't know. But basically having kids running around with flashlights in the basement chasing imaginary monsters, which obviously makes small kids scared. So, we'll just go back to Daniel Tiger Witches, or whatever, which is very innocuous and not scary at all. Twitch warning that I just went active. And the great thing about this harvest is I'll just be able to leave this guy to get on with it. There's no straw to collect or anything like that. You just have to come back every so often and empty it. We'll have to come back, obviously, to tidy up the edges once we're done. So I could go all the way around. But anyway. So, yesterday, Oldstream Farm dropped onto the Mud Hub for Farm Sim 19, so chances are I may be dropping New Hagenstein, I can't remember, Hagenstadt, no it wasn't Hagenstadt, whatever I'm doing, on Tuesdays, and I might switch that to Oldstream Farm. Now that's kind of a risk because a lot of times these maps are coming out and then getting adjusted in there's a 1.1 release of the Michigan map that we're playing multiplayer on Fridays was updated to version 3, and now everything has the sheds all have doors and lights. Every yard has a gas or fuel supply and a workshop, so we don't have to place our own anymore. And that's every yard. I mean, the only downside I think with the Michigan map as a general design is that you can't edit the yards. Those sheds are placed, then you're stuck with that. But apart from that, it's a good multiplayer farm. Although I don't think it's a good multiple farm multiplayer farm when it comes to streaming. You can't go 8 farms with 2 players on each one. You need probably 4 to 6 players per farm in order to be able to progress what you're doing and get things done. But you can quite happily have three farms anywhere on the map because of how the map's laid out. The problem with a lot of the maps that are coming out right now is that they're really designed as, here's the yard. Well, you then can't have multiple farms. So when I get to the end, I can actually put this on helper and go and get the auger wagon. I mean, old stream, I watched Mr. CDP's first look at it yesterday evening, and there's enough there that says this is still old stream, but it has been quite heavily developed. There's some bits have been taken out, other bits have been rearranged very slightly. The old sell point is still there. The animal dealership is still there. The BGA got replaced by a second sell point. The store got replaced by a gas station. Then there's now a new... we'll take that one. A new store which actually looks quite good. I mean, it's like, here's an old European village and some brand new tractor dealerships moved in. So the building is modern for the sell point. Oh, sorry, for the shop, but everything else around it is still old stream farm style, which I kind of like actually. It's sort of because old stream in and of itself was very much a sort of 1970s and earlier style of farm and village, and to have a brand new dealership and a brand new BGA. The BGA, as I said, the BGA got removed, but the area the BGA was in is now a sell point. The old wool sell point has been demolished and a new facility's been added. The farm itself, most of the stuff you're used to has moved around a little bit, but all of the elements are there that you used to have. You've still got 3 silage bunkers, you've still got a little placeable area up at the back. I think all the sheds are still there, although some of them now have doors on them. The front gates are there. The lean-to off the I think it was north side of the farm is gone. The cow pasture has been split into a large and a small cow shed. The sheep are where they used to be, the pigs are where they used to be, but the buildings are a little bit different. But they're in the same style. But it is definitely a one-yard farm, so it's going to be single player, or if it's multiplayer, it's going to be multiplayer one farm. Beat into it. Please try not to crash into my water wagon. Take those cover off for you. There you go. But if I get a chance over this weekend, which is eminently possible since it's raining outside, and I was planning to chop some wood today, that's probably not going to happen. So we'll just go back to doing other stuff today. I might take an extended first look at Old Stream, which will then become the main series. Potentially, I don't know yet. I want to take a look at it. I'll take a look at it in Farm Manager mode. Mr. CDP did his in New Farmer mode. Then if I like the what is it? Farm Manager mode start, then I'll keep it. If not, I may restart. What else is there? Wednesday, I'm now finished with actually this weekend, the Royal Navy missions have finished for World Warships, so I don't need to do the extra Wednesday session. However, there is a Euro Truck Simulator event. I may stream that on Wednesday and again on Thursday. I'm not playing that in multiplayer mode, so it really depends how the timing works out. Technically this coming Thursday should be American Truck Sim. Well, we'll see what Arthur's doing. If we're going to form up with a convoy, we can do. The problem with this week, because it was school, spring break, there was kids had been up until later than 8 o'clock, so I haven't been able to start quite as quickly. And also, not gonna make it. That way, straighten it up. We'll take a clockwise turn. There we go. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, because it was school this week. Arthur had already started streaming the... no, he wasn't. He was doing Farm Sim, the Farmer's Dynasty or something like that. And then by the time he finished, it was a little bit late to get a multiplayer stream together. So I ended up playing single player this week on that. The sky still looks relatively clear. That should be done. Oh yeah. So, time to empty the 16 bales into the digester. So yeah, this week was kind of a mess. We'll see how we do next week. So obviously kids are back at school, so bedtime's 8 o'clock, and I can start much closer to 8 o'clock than 9 o'clock. This week we've been kind of doing the you can stay up later, but as soon as you start being stupid, then you can kind of go to bed. So that's usually a good sign of, yeah, you're getting tired. They don't pay out too well. 323. Obviously, loose silage is a lot better price, I believe. But as I've said, this isn't for the benefit of making money. Money's nice, but I'm really here for the digestate. Probably end up taking the manure from both the cows and the pigs this year. Probably springtime to fertilise the next year's corn and soybean fields. Is going on. Also noticed Wargaming have announced the events for April, which is going to be spaceships again. It's like tier 8 spaceships, which probably means they'll be giving out tier 8 spaceship camos, permanent camos, or premium camos. Which are kind of nice because you get the camo and that gives you, what is it, the usual, makes it harder for me to hit, harder to get hit, harder to be spotted, and also usually adds an XP boost to the ship as well. It's the same as all the other premium camos, except you get them for free. And I kind of like free premium camos. I've switched to using Streamlabs OBS, which now means that the stream is going to include chat. What are we up to? 32,000, so we'll probably run about 4 more. So those 4 there, maybe another stack, I don't know. Obviously it's still digesting as I'm feeding it. So I could just run over 40. Okay, what do we have now? 41, I can get 2 more in there. We'll do that. opener in has a nearly full tank, so that's kind of a good good timing. Close up. Drop that in, and that's 45,000, so we're not going to fit another pair of bales in there. So we can turn that off and jump back to here. So in spite of the small amount of money we're getting here from the silage, it's slightly stacking up. Okay, 15,000. Pull up alongside this guy and empty him again. I do like this auger wagon for this size of equipment. Unload the harvester 3 times before I have to go and do anything with this load. That to normally this up to the top here. Let's see how full we are, but I might take this over to the main yard. I need to look at who made this particular Lexium. Because I like this one, I'm not so impressed with the Farm Sim 19 version, but I don't think it's by the same guy. No problem whatsoever. Okay. It's more than 60%. I'll take this back to the main yard. Okay. I'm also thinking of taking an extended first look at Field Mountain as well, because I kind of like to look at that one, but I want to take a close-up, an up-close look rather than somebody else's first impressions video. Still hasn't grown yet. Very carefully around here, because the trees started to grow now. will be selling some of those during the winter months. So describe an April's need for bacon and pork chops. Steerable trailer. Put forward on it. There we go. Press it back to round about there and smash the top of the shed. Auger's not going to work well on Old Stream Farm because that's a drive-through shed with no access from the side. There's the harvester, 40% full. 23%. I'm reading the wrong one. Harvester. 30. Yeah, it was 30% full. Okay. Out and head back out to the field. Looks like we're getting ready for rain, so we need to get down there pretty sharpish if we want to recover the crop before the rain starts. Definitely looking bad for the weather. Oh, the harvester just got to the top end of the field. Oh, it's not. Okay, I'm going to... Good. Excellent. Stop, stop, do not go any further. No, 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 no. How to make the worker stop. Right in front of him. The terrain is blocked by a thing. We'll jump in there, turn the worker off. I'm actually going to fold that up right now. A little bit. Fold it longer. And turn it off. Okay. That's done. I hope my guess is correct and it is about to rain. Yes. Weather is looking very bad. So we'll take this back to the yard as well. Only 7,000 litres, but don't really need to keep it out here. And I might step up the time and go and unload some more silage bales. I kind of want to keep a track on how full the digestate tank is, because once it gets to about 18,000 litres I don't really want to overfill it. One way we'll know it's raining is because the windshield wipers on this tractor are automatic. In fact, the windshield wipers on a lot of the vehicles I have on this farm are automatic. We can empty this and then run back to the soybean field. Okay. Start the boom. Back a little bit further. No, we're not close enough. Oh, we're nowhere near close enough. Okay. That should be close enough. Okay, that's all done. Take it back to the field. Guess my weather predicting skills aren't that great. Okay. Real time equals local, or game time in that rare event. Okay, we will park this on the other side of the remaining crop, so the harvester has enough room to turn around. Turn that off, jump back to the harvester. Fence over. Good job. And straighten this thing up. Actually close enough. So we'll turn that off there. And